What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Cris Style
And Mo,
Podcast, episode 230, Takeover Wednesdays. Hope everybody's having a good night, whatever you're doing. You're at home, you're at work. We appreciate y'all tapping into the live stream. You're watching on the playback. We appreciate you too. Leave a comment in the comments section. It is Super Bowl week. We are going to give our predictions for the Super Bowl game today. Also, there's a lot going on in the NBA, a lot of trades going on right as we speak. There have been some trades that went down, so we're going to talk about that in NBA news. I'm going to give a little quick recap of what I saw from Monday Night Raw on WWE Monday Night Raw as they set forth for WrestleMania out here in Vegas. And of course, Maul's random news today. And there's a certain player on Maul's team, Raiders, that they got some news about today. So, till we get into that, Maul, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. A lot of stuff going on in the NBA, so it's exciting times, man. So, ready to get started, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. What was you talking about, Kay Adams?
Oh, I responded to because she posted a clip of when she talked to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and asked them who they would like to get. And then T. Higgins, he originally said, who did he say? Jeffrey Simmons, and then Jamar Chase, he said he wanted Maxx. So she posted that, and then I commented that, T. Higgins, welcome to Raider Nation. And then she hit me back saying, I'll cry. So, and then I hit her up with I got the, emotional support shoulder you can cry on if you need to. So, yeah, I did that. I shot my shot. You know what I'm saying? I did my Steph Curry shit. And I don't know. Like, so far, my tweet has over 105,000 impressions. So,
getting new followers?
Nah, man, these niggas is lame, bro. They ain't following me. But shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to K. Love you, boo.
Wow. All right, man. Let's get into some NBA news, man. What's going on? What trades have went down today?
Yeah, man. Honestly, a lot has been going on, man. The last couple of days, man. We still have about like 24 hours. Not. I want to say 24 hours. I think about like 18 some hours. But recently we got a trade. The Warriors did a couple trades. They traded Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to the Atlanta Hawks for Chris Style Porzingis. And then they also did a separate trade where the Warriors traded Tracy Jackson-Davis to the Toronto Raptors for the 2020 second round pick via the Lakers. Which starts with this trade, man. Finally, this Jonathan Kuminga saga is finally over. The Atlanta Hawks pairing up with, the likes of Nikhil Alexander, Jalen Johnson. Some of those guys, man. What's your thoughts, man?
About time he got traded, got him up out of there. Now he'll get better used in Atlanta, and he'll be a focal point on that team over there, man. And I think Buddy Hill went over there too, so he'll bring some veteran leadership over on that team too. So yeah, man, I think it's a win for Atlanta, man.
What about Chris Stapps going to the Warriors? What's your thoughts with that?
I mean, can he stay healthy?
Well, the thing with Chris Stapps is like he has a condition called POTS. So obviously it's a situation with the heart rate when you're standing up, get flare-ups and stuff, feel like you get sick, nauseated, pass out. So obviously he's in treatment with that. So hopefully, prayers out to him. I know how serious that is. Yeah. I've dealt with somebody who had to deal with that, and it is very scary. So my prayers are out for him. Hopefully, if he can get that contained. Obviously, I don't think this puts the Warriors as like a championship contending situation. Obviously, me personally, I think the Warriors should consider blowing this team up. I think the era with Steph Curry having a chance to win an NBA championship is over with the Warriors. I just think obviously this is a clear sign also that they are out of the Giannis sweepstakes, because you would need Jonathan Kuminga to be part of that trade because he was the young asset that you would have. But overall, I love it for the Hawks, man. I think you get another athletic wing. You already got a couple over there. You got Zachary Ricochet, you got Jalen Johnson, you got Dyson Daniels. I like it. You got a lot of youth over there. I think whatever they decide to do with some of the other assets, obviously I think they're pretty dominant with the wing guys, but I hope this is really good for Kuminga, man. Get a fresh start, get away from Steve Kerr and all that. We got some other trades, smaller trades. Tyus Jones, he got traded to Orlando. He got traded to the Charlotte Hornets from the Orlando Magic. Nice little point guard for them. Atlanta Hawks also acquired center Jake Lundell from the Utah Jazz, and another big man added to them. Lonzo Ball, he got traded to the Utah Jazz. Also with Jaren Jackson Jr., he got traded to the Utah Jazz as well. What are your thoughts with Utah, man? Seems like they're going all in with Jaren Jackson. Got Lonzo Ball, you got Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler Jr., George over there. What's your thoughts with that, man? You think Utah Jazz made some noise?
Well, they said something about they're gonna do a buyout with Lonzo Ball, so he probably going somewhere else. So, but looks like they trying to load up because they shipping players all kinds of ways, and they can ship some players to other spots too. So, yeah, man, they look like they trying to booster up that roster and put something together over there. So.
Nah, I think it's interesting. They got a lot of big men over there with Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen and Jerry Jackson. Obviously, with the West, you got to deal with the likes of, Alper Sengun, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren. They got a nice front line. You got some nice young talent. Ace Bailey, George is back there. So I like the youth, man. It seems like they fully committed. They had some assets where they were trying to hold on to. I think they still got a little bit left, but overall, I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? In a tough West with that kind of a big lineup, obviously, Jaren Jackson Jr. being the height he is, he's going to have to get more rebounds than 4 to 5 rebounds a game, and then obviously stop fouling out. But, if they can get some going on, I think that would be interesting. What's your thoughts with the Grizzlies, man? So Ja's pretty much left. Where you potentially see him going? And do you think he gets traded by tomorrow?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because they really ain't got nothing, no money, and trade everybody away.
Yeah. I think
keep him.
I don't know. We'll see. I think the high probability is they are going to trade him. I think they're in full rebuild mode. And
is he a free agent next year?
No, I think he's under contract. I think most likely he goes to if the Timberwolves. I know the Timberwolves are kind of holding out for Giannis. I don't think Giannis gets traded, but I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being a Minnesota Timberwolf. That's where I think he ends up going. I don't see him going to the Heat. No. Chris Paul, man, he finally got traded to the Raptors, but they're eventually going to buy him out. Where could you potentially see Chris Paul
going? Houston?
All right, I don't mind that. I don't mind it.
Maybe Houston. They need a point guard.
They do need a point guard. They do need a point guard. I actually agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you. I think he'll go ahead and do that. Other big news: the Oklahoma City Thunder. They made another trade. They got a striving young guard, Jarek McCain. Obviously, he kind of got played out of rotation with all the young guards that the Philadelphia Sixers do have. Jarek McCain, before he got injured last year, was trending to be one of the rookies of the year. Obviously, with the news that Shai Gilgeous is out with an oblique injury, he won't be participating in the All-Star game. We won't get a clear day when he's going to be back until after All-Star break. What do you think about the addition of Jarek McCain to the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Anything that's positive for the Thunder is doom and gloom for the rest of the NBA. Any chance of them getting any inch better is doom and gloom for y'all, especially in the West.
Yeah, that's true. It's insane, and they still have all their main assets. So, yeah, scary time.
Didn't they just trade away some second-round picks?
Yeah, I think they traded away. What did they trade? I think they traded 1 first-round pick. Yeah, they traded the Rockets 2026 Rockets first-round pick. So, and then 3 second-round picks for Jarek McCain. So they didn't even trade one of their top first-round picks. That was one of the lower-tier first-round picks. So they'll be okay. I'm sure they are holding on for some. Maybe in
how many first-round picks did them dudes got?
With it, they had 13. Now I think they're down to 12.
That's crazy.
Something like that, yeah. So,
what did they get all those first round picks for Kevin Durant?
Nah, I remember the Paul George trade. Paul George, they got like 4 first round picks plus Shai. That's why that trade is fucking terrible. So yeah. All right, next up, this is one of the bigger trades. Anthony Davis finally got traded away from the Dallas Mavericks. Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum got traded to the Washington Wizards for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Bagley, 2 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. Obviously, this is the fulfillment of the Luka Doncic trade. Obviously, the Wizards seem like they are going all in. They obviously traded for Trae Young earlier in the season, probably a couple weeks ago. What are your thoughts with this, man? What are your overall thoughts with the Wizards and the direction they're going, and obviously with the Mavericks and them finally completing the Luka Doncic trade with Anthony Davis officially leaving the team?
Well, I mean, they're going full regalia with Cooper Cup or Cooper Flag. You know what I'm saying? So he's their new budding star, and they're gonna start trying to build around him in the future. And as far as the Wizards, they trying to put a little team together. I see.
Yeah,
they trying to get that Washington crowd back into it because it was bad. It's been bad for some years. So
yeah.
they trying to put a team together out there in Washington. So hopefully they can help Chocolate City out and get some butts and seats and get that excitement back with the Wizards.
Nah, I think the Wizards. I think if you're a Wizards fan, I think you should have some level of excitement. I think overall, I think Trae and Anthony Davis will not play the rest of this year because I think they still have the opportunity to get a high draft pick, especially with the class that they get. So if they can get a top 3 pick, hell, maybe if they even get the number 1 pick, and you can add, let's say, I personally think they're trying to get Darren Peterson. I think that's the guy that they want. You already have the big man with Anthony Davis. You have your point guard with Trae Young. Get your wing guy. Get your Darren Peterson, or you could potentially get an AJ DeBonce, or maybe even a Cameron Boozer if you want to get more to the power forward position. But I think sky's the limit. Obviously, it all lays down on Anthony Davis's health and obviously Trae Young's health. But I think that combination with those 2 guys, I think, can be amazing, especially with Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis is going to be highly motivated, especially with everything that's gone on with him the past year. You go from the Lakers to getting traded to the Dallas Mavericks and the Luka Doncic trade. And, obviously we know the kind of reaction he got with the Dallas Mavericks, fair or not fair. And then and within a year span, he's traded to the Washington Wizards. So for the Dallas Mavericks case, look, we all knew it was a terrible trade. The moment you traded Luka Doncic, the value that you got back for all the pieces from Luka Doncic to Anthony Davis obviously does not match. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they got bailed out with Cooper Flag and able to get that top tier draft pick that no one saw coming. Obviously, some people have their conspiracy theories on how that happened. Obviously, it's going to be kind of questioning to see what they do with Kyrie Irving. Obviously, you hear reports that they want to keep him. I do not expect him to play this year. Maybe he might play a game or 2 just to kind of get his feet underneath him. But it's going to be interesting. Maybe Kyrie starts thinking about his situation in Dallas. Obviously, reports have said that he is committed to the Dallas Mavericks, but you never know, man. He might see what's going on and obviously the landscape with, Giannis and some other pieces, obviously going into summertime, he could change his mind and you never know. Kyrie Irving can also be a part of a trade. So me personally, if I had to grade it overall, I think the Mavericks probably get, excluding Cooper Flag, because he's not a variant to the trade. It's an F. Now, if you want to add Cooper Flag, even though you shouldn't, then obviously I would probably give it a B, just because of Cooper Flag and what he can mean to the squad. But without Cooper Flag, it's an F. And then what the Wizards do, I like it. I give it about a B plus, maybe an A minus. I really like what they got going on. So shout out to the Wizards, man. I know it's been a long time, probably since John Wall days. And then last, obviously there are a couple smaller trades. Nikola Vucevic, he went to the Celtics. I like that trade. Obviously, they needed some center depth on that. But obviously, we'll end the NBA news on a big trade with James. Obviously, this was a surprise one. This one came out of left field. No one even heard about this one. Obviously, especially with the Los Angeles Clippers and how they've been playing. Obviously, they started the season off pretty slow, but they were one of the hotter teams. Him and Kawhi pairing up easily. Both could have been all-stars. But James Harden, he supposedly requested a trade, but he did talk to Ramon Shelburne. He did deny that. But overall, he did get traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. What are your thoughts with this, man? Obviously, very, very surprising. Him going to the Cavs, pairing up with Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. and obviously Donovan Mitchell. Do you think this gets the Cavs over the hump? Do you think this puts them as one of the favorites in the East over the Pistons and New York Knicks?
No, I don't. Harden, he's a scorer, and he will do that, but I don't think that equals them winning the championship or coming out of the East. I still don't think they're better than the Knicks. And I saw I don't know how true this report is, but I saw some report that the plan is for Harden and Donovan Mitchell to try to get LeBron to come back next year. So
that's true. That is a real report. I saw that.
Okay, so I saw something like that. So, but still, I think Darius Garland going to Clippers is a bigger win for them because they got younger at the position. Mm-hmm. If you can stay healthy, at least they got a young point guard that they can, add around and he could do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's more of a win for the Clippers. I mean, Harden, I don't know how many more years you could do this for Harden. Like, he's getting older. There's going to be a drop off eventually. So
I'll say this. James Harden is an elite offensive player still. Mm-hmm. But we all know the signs of him in the playoffs. Him and Donovan Mitchell kind of have the same kind of pedigree when it comes to the NBA playoffs, where I would say Donovan Mitchell shows up a lot more. I would say it's this. Donovan Mitchell shows up more than James Harden does, especially in bigger situations. They both have not been successful in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Now, it's going to be very interesting because obviously there are rumors that Donovan Mitchell could potentially ask for a trade if he's not really liking the situation that's with Cleveland. Obviously, you will have the opportunity to get a LeBron James next year, but come on, man. LeBron James is 42 years old. He's not the same guy. Obviously, he still has his moments where he still, he can still fly up to the rim, and defensively, he has his moments, but he is a liability. Now, you do have Evan Mobley, you do have Jarrett Allen. There were rumors that Jarrett Allen could be in a trade, but I assume they probably will keep him. But with those two guys in the back end, it does help. It does help. Now, like James Harden, obviously it's going to be interesting because this could be, it could have a high ceiling. I just don't know how the situation is going to play because James Harden is so ball dominant and so is Donovan Mitchell. So it's going to be kind of interesting how they kind of feed off of each other. As far as like the Clippers, look, I like Darius Garland, but he has his injury problems. He has feet problems all the time. He's a smaller guard. Obviously, defensively, like James Harden isn't doing anything defensively, but Darius Garland is worse than James Harden. Obviously, it's kind of interesting because now you have this whole situation with the Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, that whole situation is still hovering around that black cloud. And obviously, there are reports that we may hear something soon, maybe around All-Star break or after All-Star break, the potential of the ruling of that. So it's going to be kind of interesting with that. Obviously, you have rumors about Ivica Zubac maybe potentially getting traded. So it's going to be interesting with the Clippers. I'll say this, man. I feel bad for Ty Lue. I feel bad for Ty Lue. Like, Ty, I know you love LA, baby. I know you're trying to wait for this Vegas team, but it might be time for you to explore your options somewhere else, man. I think you don't deserve this. You really don't deserve this, my brother. Like, it's just too much going on with the Clippers. From the moment it started off with them getting Paul George, and everybody thought they were supposed to be this, new dominant team that could win multiple championships and potentially take over LA. And now you look at the situation that they're in. So, we still got some hours left in this trade. Obviously, we're still kind of waiting to see about what happens with Giannis. And obviously, I've been reading reports that there could be some more surprising trades that we may not see coming. Overall, from this whole standpoint, what would you grade the trade deadline so far from what we anticipated to be a slow one? This turned out to be one of the better ones, low key.
It's got to be an A with all the movement.
Got to be
an A. It was crazy. From yesterday to today, it's got to be an A.
I agree.
Even if you didn't like some of the trades, it still was an exciting time to look on your timeline like, woo.
Yeah, honestly, and we still got some hours left. We got John Morant potentially trade that could be looming out there. We obviously got, obviously maybe the Lakers can do something, maybe the Rockets with a point guard. Obviously, we're still waiting on Giannis. So yeah, I'll definitely give it an A. And then I'll end this NBA news on this. We also got another report that Jackson Hayes, Lakers center, got suspended for pushing the Wizards mascot a couple days ago. If you have not seen this clip, I'm not gonna. I don't have the clip. I'm not gonna try to find it, but I'll say this, man. Get Jackson Hayes off the team. I'll say this, Rob Pelinka, get Jackson Hayes off my team. Get Gabe Vincent off my team. Get Maxi Kleber off my team. Get Dalton Connect off my team. Please.
Damn, you didn't turn on them now?
Get them off my team. I beg you. I don't care if we just get second round pick. I don't care if we just get money back. Hell, I don't care if we get one of Oprah's top 10 books of her book club back. Just get them off my team. Clear the cap space, and we're good. We're good. And Mark, yes, honestly, if the Giannis doesn't get traded by tomorrow, there is a real possibility the Lakers have a strong chance to get Giannis. It's a very strong possibility. There's been a lot of reports about that from some top tier NBA insiders. LA has a very strong chance because then we'll have 3 first-round picks that we could trade. We still got some young assets. We have over $100 million in cap space, so there could be some things we could do. So I think it'll be interesting. But yeah, Giannis to LA will be a real possibility. Yeah, Mark, just look it up, man. Look up Jackson Hayes pushing the Wizards mascot, bro. You look at this video and be like, what the hell was what is he doing? So, it's crazy. But if we get some more breaking news during the show, man, I'll make sure to break it on the show.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about Rashawn McCants trying to put it out there that LeBron James is on roids?
Look, man, that's on him. I'm not gonna come on this show and get sued for some shit. I obviously this came. I did see the clip because obviously they were talking about the Paul George situation. And look, man, all I say is LeBron James pays over $1 million for his body. What he does with his body, I don't know. He's in great shape. I'm not gonna sit here and accuse him of doing anything like that. Don't talk about the king like that, dog. Just don't do it, dog. Just don't do it. I'm not risking that, bro. No, sir.
Yeah, Rashawn McCants, you kind of nasty for that one, bro.
Nah, yeah.
Nasty work.
Hey, yo, and I'll say this, man. Those clutch New Balances, fire. I need me a pair. I need me a pair of those.
I see them.
Them clutch New Balances is clean as fuck. I like those.
All right, man. Let's switch up to your Raiders. So this was reported by Joe Glazer earlier. I'm going to play this clip, and then we're going to get your opinion about it.
There's a couple guys. If they tell you they're playing, they're playing.
I think his time with the Raiders is done.
I do.
Okay. Before the draft?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Is there a landing spot that makes sense in your opinion?
A ton of them. I'm not going to say what it is yet because I'm going to try and help it out.
Sure. What kind of haul do you think realistically a Maxx Crosby gets in general?
He probably more than Micah. So the day it happened, no less than 20 teams called me and asked, dude, is this real? Can we get him? What's it for? I'm like, God, we're not there yet, but yes, it's real.
Do you think his time with the Raiders is done because that's a Raiders decision or because that's a Maxx Crosby decision?
They didn't want to do it. But he was just like, I'm not going through another rebuild.
So, how do you feel about that? What Joe Glazer has reported about your boy Maxx Crosby?
Honestly, a lot of Raider fans really don't believe it. A lot of Raider fans believe that Jay Glazer has been doing this for the last couple years, and obviously nothing has happened. But I will say this: everybody knows my stance. Like at the end of the day, Maxx is my guy. I appreciate everything that Maxx has meant to the Raider culture. He's been one of the stand-up guys. He's been probably one of my favorite players in a very long time that we've seen. He's definitely one of the Hall of Famers for Raider Nation. I know I've had my annoying spot about this situation, just the back and forth of it. But I'll say this, man. I'll say this for the record. I would love to keep Maxx Crosby, but if the right trade is there for Maxx Crosby, I say you guys take it. I say you gotta take it. You know what I mean? Because we know we're in a situation where we're about to get a young, great offensive-minded head coach who will be a first-time head coach. We're gonna obviously get the number 1 pick, where we're gonna get my guy Fernando Mendoza, which I'm very, very super excited about. Like every time I see him on TV doing these interviews, I don't know if anybody's seen him do the Caleb Presley interview. You just see how personal he is, and once you inject that into the locker room, I'm very excited to see what that brings. Obviously, with Tom Brady, one of his favorite players, being one of his mentors and stuff like that, and John Spicek, who obviously is very close with Kubiak, and you have Kubiak in the building and stuff like that. I would love that. Now, would I love Maxx Crosby to be a part of this? Yes, because Maxx Crosby has said some high praises about Fernando Mendoza. And then I'm assuming he should be very excited about the future of the Raiders. Now, does he want to be a part of the process? Because we got to think, like, obviously, could we be one of these teams like the Commanders or the Patriots where we could have a quick turnaround? It is a possibility. We have seen it. It seems like it's been a little bit more likely than recent years. I still anticipate it could take maybe like 2, maybe 3 years for us to actually be legitimate contenders consistently. But if Maxx Crosby is willing to be patient with it, I say stay. Now, he has every right, and I will not be mad at him if he's like, look, I love Raiders. I love Raider Nation. You know how much I ride for y'all, but I'm 29 years old. I'm coming off, a knee injury. I want to take the most opportune time to get a championship. And if I want to take advantage of that, if I want to go to, let's say, the Buffalo Bills, if I want to go to the Detroit Lions, if I want to go to, Chicago Bears or New England Patriots, whatever the case may be, I would have no problem with it. I would not be mad at him at all. This is not like a Devontae Adams situation where I say, he kissed my ass. I hope he has a terrible rest of his career. Maxx Crosby, I would root for him. I would root for him. As long as he's not playing us, I would root for him. And that's how I kind of feel. So either way, I'm not mad. As long as we get some true value back. If it's anything like what Micah Parsons, the Cowboys got from Micah Parsons, I would truly love that. Absolutely. I think he could garner that. Now, I did see a report from Ian Rappaport where he thinks like it'll just be like 1 first-round pick. I seriously doubt that, especially with how much Maxx Crosby would be valued on the market and how many teams would be pushing to get him. I think that would obviously create a bidding war. So obviously, I think we will get more assets than what is anticipated. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully he sticks around because I'm truly excited about the future of the Raiders. But if he chooses to, do something for himself, I'm not mad at that either. So whatever he does, I'm supporting Maxx Crosby all the way. Just don't go to the Chiefs. Just don't go to the Broncos. And just don't go to the Chargers.
He's not coming to us.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to see that. Just stay away out of the division. Obviously, the Raiders won't do that, but I'm just saying, I don't want to see that. You can go anywhere else. I do not care.
That right. Yeah, I can see him going to any of those teams that you mentioned. Maybe the Commanders too on their list.
Commanders. I want to rule out the Eagles because they always will find a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to trade us, like I said, if you want to give us AJ Brown or something, that's fine. As I said to my boo K Adams, T Higgins, you look good. You'll look good in the Raider jersey. So, K, I love you, girl. Hit me up, man. My shoulder, I worked out my shoulders, a little pain, but I think you look good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just saying.
What's going on, brother? BKL Sports Entertainment Show. Appreciate you tapping in with us, man.
What up, brother? What up, brother?
But yeah. We'll see. It's a lot of time until the draft.
Yeah, we got a lot of time. And obviously he has, obviously he's coming off an emotional year. So, give him some time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We'll see. Maybe he takes his time and, sees what happens. And, maybe he gets to talking with Kubiak and maybe he changes his mind or something like that. We'll see.
Maybe. See what defensive coordinator you guys bring in too.
Yeah, I've been hearing some stuff about Jim Schwartz, and I've been hearing a lot about maybe potentially taking some guys away from the Seahawks as well. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. I'm gonna give my quick recap of WWE Raw. This is the after the Royal Rumble happened on Saturday in Saudi Arabia. They were in Philly. Is those who watched the Royal Rumble, they know that Braun Breaker was the number 2 entry, and he got beat up by a mystery man in a black hoodie. That is Triple H's specialty. He likes having men in the black hoodie come out and beat somebody up. So of course, Braun Breaker came onto the opening show and started tearing shit up, breaking tables, and he was pissed off at Adam Pearce, told Adam Pearce to come out, and most of the Vision, Paul Heyman, and Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and Bronson Reed came out to try to stop him from, tearing up stuff. And Adam Pearce pretty much told him he was crazy and acting all ignorant and had security out there. So then Braun Breaker left the ring to try to confront Adam Pearce, and then LA Knight showed up with a chair and started beating up the rest of the Vision, and then he leaves. And then Braun Breaker's kind of he looks frustrated. He's like, what's going on, man? What are we doing here? We look out of sorts. So then of course we had a segment where Paul Heyman is demanding a match between Braun Breaker versus LA Knight, but Adam Pearce said, I already kicked LA Knight out the building, and I'm about to kick Braun Breaker out too. So pretty much they both got kicked out of the building. And then we had a match. Devon Evans. This is his first match in a while. He had got hurt couple weeks ago against El Grande Americano, so they kind of had a rematch. And then the real El Grande Americano came out. Chad Gable. He comes out, distracts the other El Grande Americano, and Devon Evans ends up winning the match. Gunther comes out. You hear AJ Styles music playing, so everybody's thinking that AJ Styles is coming out, and then it ends up being Gunther mimicking AJ Styles, how he comes out to the ring, and then his music, then it switches to his music, and he comes to the ring. Everybody's booing him. He's kind of bragging that he took out AJ Styles, and then AJ Styles' former partner Dragon Lee comes out and puts a little beating on Gunther. For gloating and bragging for ending AJ Styles' career. And then when Dragon Lee tries to do a little aerial move on the outside, Gunther hits him with the bell. Then he starts choking him out and beats him up really bad. So that was the ending of that segment. Then we got Penta versus Bronson Reed. The match was solid, you know what I'm saying? They were going back and forth. And then, of course, the referee got distracted. LA Knight took advantage of that, hit Bronson Reed with the chair, pretty much knocked him out. And or he did his move on the chair and knocked out Bronson Reed on the outside. He got a 10 count. Penta ended up winning. LA Knight ended up leaving the building again. And then we had a segment with Liv Morgan. Dirty Dom comes out. We haven't seen Dirty Dom in a while. He comes out to introduce Liv Morgan, who won the Women's Royal Rumble. She's, saying that, she doesn't know who she's going to pick. She's going to pick, Stephanie Van Kier, or she's going to pick Jade Cargill. She might show up to SmackDown, see what's going on there. And then Raquel comes out, and, she comes out and questions Liv, like, you threw me out. Why you throw me out? And she was like, look, girl, you got your title match tonight. You know what I'm saying? And, I know you would want me to win. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a plus for both of us. You know what I'm saying? We both in the Judgment Day, and then so Raquel was like, all right, cool. I'll let that slide. But in my match tonight with Stephanie Van Kier, I want you to stay out the match. Just stay out the match. I don't need your help. So, of course, Stephanie Van Kier comes out. They have their match. It was it was a good match. It was some spots that were sloppy. You know what I'm saying? Like the tables broke, wrong. And, there was a part where Stephanie Van Care was, not Van Care, but Raquel was trying to put the chair in the middle and it fell. But all in all, Liv comes out, tries to help. And when she tries to help, she tries to give her the belt to hit Stephanie Van Care because this was a street fight, so anything goes. So she tried to hit her with the belt. But Stephanie Van Care ended up kicking her into the chair. And then Roxanne tried to come out and she hit Roxanne upside the head. And then Raquel ended up falling on the table. She hits her move. Stephanie Van Care hits her move on her. And she ends up retaining the title, which I was surprised. I thought Raquel was going to win, but I'm sure they're going to use this to start breaking up the Judgment Day. And Raquel and Liv Morgan are going to have beef for this. So. And then Roman Reigns shows up in the truck. He comes out and he pretty much, talks about, him winning the Royal Rumble and how, 10 years ago in Philly, how things weren't the same, 10 years ago when he was the big dog and WWE was pretty much shoving him in our faces and making him all cookie cutter and Philly, they didn't like him. They was, booing him, and it was almost like the John Cena treatment when John started kind of getting stale and kind of cookie cutter, and he was just like, the fans wasn't really feeling Roman Reigns like that, and they were feeding him weird, stupid lines and stupid sayings and stuff like that, and he kind of reminisced on that, and then he talked about how he won a belt in Philadelphia, but he also the last time he had a belt, he lost his belt to Cody Rhodes. So he mauling over his decision, and then all of a sudden CM Punk comes out. He comes to the ring, and before he addresses Roman Reigns, he goes to the camera because there was actually a clip for Finn Balor because Finn Balor had jumped him a week before, and pretty much Finn Balor was saying like, I'm not a bad person, but if I want to get what I want, I got to do bad things. And so CM Punk responded like, yo, Finn Balor, you going to get yours. You know what I'm saying? You talking about you're not a bad person, but you are a bad person and you're going to get yours. So, and then Roman Reigns was pretty much like, dude, did you lost your damn mind? You going to interrupt my segment to talk to Finn Balor? Mm-hmm. And, CM Punk pretty much told him like, oh, I interrupted you. You know what I'm saying? That's rich coming from somebody who's a part-timer. This is my show. I'm the champion. I run things around here. And they were just going back and forth. It was a really good segment, them going back and forth, kind of bringing up old stuff, new stuff. There was a segment part where Roman Reigns told CM Punk, they was first he was trying to downplay Drew McIntyre, saying that go ahead, take the easy route, Roman, go face Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns was like, newsflash, CM Punk dude is like 4 times your size, and you know what I'm saying. And last time y'all had a match against each other, he had you crying over this little plastic little bracelet on your arm, which represented like something with it. I think his sister being sober or something like that. And then he told then CM Punk brought up the interview on the Pat McAfee show of Roman Reigns saying that, I graciously stepped away to let somebody step up, and nobody's taken the reins since I've been gone, and now it's time for me to step up. And CM Punk pretty much said, I was the one stepping up. I'm the one who's been going from city to city, country to country, representing the Raw and WWE, and while you were away on your little vacation. And then Roman Reigns rebutted and pretty much said that, when you came back 2 years ago, who was the one, who did they go to make sure it was okay for you to get signed? It was me. He was like, I'm the reason why you're here. And he was like, and then you saying I'm trying to follow in your footsteps. I ain't trying to follow in your footsteps. I'm trying, you taught me everything I don't need to do. And he was like, I could pick you because you're, the top superstar on the roster. Yes, I could pick you because this is Raw. We're on Netflix and it's the best show. He was like, nah, I'm picking you because I hate you. I've always hated you. And when it's gonna be the best night of my night because on WrestleMania, I'm gonna make you acknowledge me. And you know what I'm saying? It was great. It was a good little back and forth. I advise anybody who didn't watch it, go back and watch it, man. It was a good back and forth, man. And it gets you hyped up for WrestleMania. Even those who had the trepidations for Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble, this is why he wins the Royal Rumble. Because your top superstars are gonna sell the big match. They're gonna be night 2, most definitely. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. So we'll see what happens on SmackDown with Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes, and maybe even Jacob Fatu. We'll see what happens. I know the Elimination Chamber is coming up too, so whoever wins the Elimination Chamber is going to face the other champion at WrestleMania. So that's my Raw recap.
So,
all right, man, let's do a quick commercial break.
Introduce yourself to Magnet, the ultimate sports drink. Are you ready to take your performance to the next level? Do you want a sports drink that eliminates the muscle cramps and fatigue when working out or training? Meet Magnet, the sports drink designed for athletes who refuse to settle for mediocrity. It's power-packed electrolytes and rehydrates and restores balance with their scientifically formulated blend with magnesium that fights fatigue and boosts endurance. It has natural ingredients made with real fruit extracts and no artificial colors or flavors because your body deserves the best. It has delicious flavors like mixed fruit and watermelon that keep you revitalized and ready for action. It will boost your performance with essential vitamins and minerals. Magnet fuels your workouts, helping you crush your goals. Join the Magnet movement whether you're training, competing, or simply staying active. Magnet is your go-to refreshment for peak performance. You can order it now on our direct link at drinkmagnet.com. Also, use promo code Cris and Mal to get $5 off your purchase. So don't wait. Again, that promo code is Cris and Mal to get $5 off your purchase. Get Magnet, push your limits, fuel your passion.
What is wrong with Asante Samuel?
oh,
I'm sitting up here threatening Tom Brady that you have 23 hours to respond or it's up. I'm going ape shit about who you are.
he just tweeted that shit or something?
Yeah. Something wrong with that dude. He tweeted it earlier.
Nah, shit between him and Pac-Man Jones, shit. Mm-hmm.
Asante Samuel, you weird. All right, man. Let's do our BetUS Short 5 picks. All right, man. What you got?
So I'm gonna do Hornets plus 3.5. I'm gonna take the Spurs -6, and then I'm gonna take the Patriots plus 4.5.
I'm taking the Rockets -3.5 over the Hornets. I'm taking the Spurs -6 over the Mavs. I'm taking the Sixers +3 over the Lakers, and I'm taking -4.5 Seahawks over Patriots. If you go to any of our social media platforms, you can see the link for the BetUS app or website. You go ahead and click on it, sign up, first-time users only. Put all your information in. You put the promo code join125. You get 125% signing bonus plus 10% games insurance. That's 3 risk-free bets on $100 up to $5,000. So that means if you on your first 3 deposits bet $100 and you lose, you keep your money. So you can go over there and win some money, or you can go in there and keep your money on your first 3 deposits. So sign up. Tell Cris Style Mal. That does it for our BetUS Short 5 picks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. It's time for Mal's random news. It is now time for Mal's random news.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, Chris's favorite time segment of the week. I'm sure it's y'all's. Talk about some topics that normally don't make it to the main show, but we're gonna put it on our random news, man. So, sir, are you ready for this week?
Let's get it.
So, obviously, sir, have you heard about the Today Show and her mother getting kidnapped? Have you heard about that?
Mm-mm.
You ever heard about that? So, Miss Guthrie, obviously, you have her name is Nancy Guthrie. She was kidnapped Saturday night, January 31st, at 8:30 p.m. Nancy Guthrie, 84. I'll give you some play-by-play. Arrives at her home in the Catalina Foothills area of Tucson, Arizona. She has spent the evening having dinner with family, including her daughter Annie, who drove her home. It is believed Annie is the last person to have seen her mother. Sunday, February 1st, 2026, Guthrie's pacemaker syncs with her Apple device at home for the last time. Investigators believe she is taking out of range around this time. Nancy, Miss Guthrie, she failed to arrive at her church service. Family members arrived at her home to find it empty. They also did find some blood spatter in front of her home. Obviously, her daughter is one of the hosts for the Today Show. I did see a report that the brother-in-law is a suspect in this case. TMZ also reported earlier today that they did receive a ransom letter for, I don't know how much what the total amount was, but what's your overall thoughts with this, man? I'm surprised you haven't heard about this, but it's been kind of talked about a little bit.
This is crazy. This is unfortunate, and I don't know. Hopefully, it gets resolved in a positive way. Hopefully, she's not in any serious injuries, and hopefully, they can bring her back, healthy and alive. And hopefully, this man gets locked up. Whoever, if it's the brother-in-law, you need to lock him up. If it's somebody else, they need to lock him up. I don't know the full details of why he's doing this, or why they are doing this, but it's very unfortunate, man. Prayers out to the lady on the Today Show and her family, and hopefully they can get through this.
Yeah, man. This is I don't know, man. I just feel like it's gonna be some crazy turns in this story. It just sounds weird. Hearing some of the stuff involved with that, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So obviously, prayers out to her and her family. Hopefully, she does get brought back safe, but we will see what happens. We'll keep you updated as we hear anything. Next up, Pete Nakos. He reported that the NCAA has denied quarterback from Ole Miss Trinidad Chambliss' waiver appeal for his 6th season of eligibility, making him most likely probably heading to the NFL draft. What's your thoughts with this, man? Where do you potentially see Trinidad Chambliss getting drafted?
Depends on how he does in the combine. I think that in his pro day, I think that'll say a lot. I think a lot of people I think some scouts liked him. I think they like what they saw in the playoffs, leading into almost getting into the national championship game. So, most of this season, so I could see him potentially boosting his stock up at least to a 2nd round pick, maybe 3rd round pick. And if not, then, I can see if he doesn't do good in the combine and stuff, maybe down to the 4th or 5th round, maybe even undrafted, unfortunately. But I can see him rising his draft stock, definitely, for sure.
Nah, I thought he showed a lot of promise in some of those games that he played, especially in the playoffs. Obviously, the size thing, could hurt him a little bit. But, let's see how he performs. I agree with you. We'll see how he performs on his combine day. And, we'll see what happens. Next up, man, Floyd Mayweather, man, he officially is suing Showtime and its former sports president, claiming they helped its former manager, Al Haymon, steal $340 million from him. What's your thoughts with this and this whole situation with between Showtime and Floyd Mayweather?
Man, shout out to Boogie, man. He always claiming that he feel like Floyd Mayweather is broke.
Well, shit, with all these random shit going on, and I heard he potentially maybe booked another fight or something like that, and then the Manny Pacquiao thing, and he ain't beating those charges.
Yeah, they always saying he broke. I don't think the man.
I ain't saying it, but he acting like he need the bread though.
I just think if anybody want to give him free money, you gonna take it.
Yeah. I don't know.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
Hopefully he gets his money back.
Yeah, we'll see what's up, man. Next up, man, the legendary Frank the Take from Barstool Sports. He ranked his top 5 worst franchises in all of sports. Number 1, he went with the Washington Wizards. Number 2, he went with the New York Jets. Number 3, he went with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Number 4, he went with the Cleveland Browns. And number 5, he went with the Athletics of Oakland, future Vegas team. I know this is on the spot, but I'm gonna ask you, sir, give me your top 5 worst franchises currently right now.
You put me on the spot like that.
Man, gotta do it, brother. Gotta do it.
I actually agree with everything he said.
Ah, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Give us something. Give us at least your top 3. Man. Give us your top 3.
All right, man. I'm sorry. This ain't because I hate y'all, but I gotta put your Raiders in there, man. They've been terrible.
Oh, I'm not mad. Yeah, I get it. We have some promise though. We have been surprised, but currently, I'm not mad at you. I can't. I'm not tripping.
I'm with him with the Pittsburgh Pirates, but Marlins ain't that good, are they?
What you mean, man? They made it to the ALCS last year. Got a good team.
I'm talking about the other one.
What? Which one?
Ain't it Seattle? Ain't they?
Are you talking about the Marlins? Are you talking about the Marlins?
Yeah.
Oh,
ain't they terrible?
Didn't they make it to the World Series not too long? Like maybe 10 years ago or something?
I don't know, man. I'm with the Athletics. They always bad.
Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, but I don't never look at them like they're just terrible. They're like that mid bad. I think all sports. Just a terrible franchise. Clippers not playing.
Yeah, Clippers. They can't get right for shit.
No, they can't. They're cursed. The Jets are up there. Definitely the Jets.
Browns,
yeah, they're definitely up there too. I say the Wizards. Gotta put the Wizards in there. They've been terrible. Brooklyn has not been good since Jay-Z has left.
No. The Florida State Seminoles, they've been ass for a very long time.
They have been bad. You put your Gators in there too.
We've been bad, but we've had some more winnings compared to Florida State. Yeah, we've been a lot better.
UCLA,
football or basketball?
Football, not basketball.
Football. I guess you could say that.
UNLV basketball, but
UNLV basketball is pretty bad. Yeah, UNLV basketball
squandered the lead last night. Bad.
There you go, Mark. The Colorado Rockies. I like that. Yeah, Colorado Rockies been pretty bad.
They are bad.
Pretty bad. Man, I don't know.
Yeah. That's all I can think of. I have to sit down with that one.
Yeah, well, maybe we can revisit that another day. Next up, man, the WBC has stripped Shakur Stevenson of his WBC lightweight world title just days after he captured the ring and WBO junior welterweight gold against Teofimo Lopez. Stevenson originally won the WBC lightweight title in November of 2023 and made 3 successful defenses before moving up to 140 pounds to face Lopez. What's your thoughts with this, man, with him being stripped of his belt?
I saw him put a tweet out pretty much saying that, they was trying to charge him $100,000 for the belt. I just paid these dudes after my last fight. What the hell am I giving y'all $100K right now for? Because y'all got beef with Bud, so come at me for it. So, yeah. There's the answer right there. They trying to get more money because they mad that he won that other belt. So.
Ain't that the same thing that happened with Terrence Crawford with he didn't want to pay the fee. That's why he said, even though he was going to retire, he's retired anyway, but he's like he ain't trying to pay that.
Yeah.
My question to you, do you think they should have to pay a fee to have the belt if they won?
No. That's ridiculous to me. I gotta pay a fucking fee for a belt that I won. Do you imagine if the team had to pay a fee to they win the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl, the
They got to
Lombardi
pay
Trophy.
a Super Bowl trophy fee. I mean, fuck the Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah.
NBA final trophy, like what?
What is the purpose? I haven't researched it, but what is the purpose of them paying the fee? Like, what does that do?
Because they're sanctioned by that's the thing about boxing. It's different sanctions, and you got to pay a fee for these sanctions so they can continue to, I guess, put these belts up.
Operating costs and shit like that.
That's what happens when you're not one league. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I give Dana White. He's trying to do with the zoo for boxing. He's trying to make one league, and you ain't got to worry about no sanction belts. But this is some ridiculous right here, man. They got to change that. They got to figure something out.
Yeah, they need to fix it up. Shout out to Shakur though. Shout out to Shakur. Yeah. Continue with Shakur. Where do you have him as a pound for pound ranking? Where would you put him at currently right now?
He's 3.
3.
He's
I
3.
said the same thing. I said
he's
right behind anyway.
Anyway, and Usyk.
Yeah, I got Usyk 1 anyway too. That's the same.
That's
All right. Next up, man, we are less than 24 hours away from the Fall Off album being released. J. Cole, he did release his track list. It's a 2-part. You know what I mean? Song titles: Quickly, 29 intro, 2-6, Safety, Run a Train, Poor Thing, Legacy, Bunch Road Blues, Who the Fuck 12 You, Drum and Bass, The Let Out. You got so it seems like it's about, I think it's about what, let's say about 20 something songs or something like that. What's your overall feel, man? How excited are you about J. Cole? What's your anticipation level, man? What are your thoughts, man?
It's getting played, dog, at 9 o'clock.
Right at 9.
Pushing the button, dog. Let's see what we talking about. Let's see what's up, man. Because, hey, man, it's been some highly criticism on the Blizzard. You know what I'm saying? The Blizzard birthday Blizzard thing. You know, people were criticizing him about him talking about he's the best still and all that stuff. So I want to see what he's talking about on this album. I'm sure he's going to address all that.
Well, I was going to ask you, what are some of the things are you looking forward to hearing him address on the album?
I mean, he's pretty much addressed the apology. I don't need him to. I mean, I'm sure he's going to talk about it. Maybe he gets a little bit more in depth. Maybe he gets in depth with the conversations that him and Kendrick had, or whatever behind the scenes stuff. But maybe he addresses Drake. Maybe he does have beef with Drake. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he should throw way more, direct shots at Drake. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, there are some bars that he spit in that birthday Blizzard. I could see him. He was talking to Drake a little bit there. Like, okay. But we'll see. Maybe throw some shots with Joey Badass or Simba, some of those guys. But I expect the same. I expect J. Cole. He's going to give you some of that insight, thoughtful. He always talks about what he's going through in his life. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. He's always going to give you that. Out of all three of the big three, J. Cole is probably one of the more direct. He's going to just give you direct bars. This is how I'm feeling. This is what it is. He's going to do some creative stuff too, but I would say, Kendrick is a little bit more complex, even though they're very similar in styles. But I think Kendrick is a little bit more complex with the voices and some of the stuff that he does, the beat switches and all that stuff. Whereas in J. Cole is just like, give you these 3 verses and I'm going to tell you how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people like J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Maybe over Kendrick and Drake, because he's a little bit more direct. Where, Drake, he's going to give you some bars, but he also sing to you a little bit. So.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I agree with you. Right at 9 o'clock, it will be being played and dissected. And obviously, me and Chris will probably give our thoughts on Monday's show about that.
Monday for sure. Because by that time, we played about 17 times.
Yeah, true that. So, looking forward to it. Next up, the IWC. They ranked their top 10 WWE entrance themes. These 10 tracks didn't just hit the speakers. They defined the entire eras of the business. So I'll read them out. Number 10, Seth Rollins' Visionary. Number 9, Cody Rhodes' Kingdom. Number 8, Roman Reigns' Head of the Table. Number 7, CM Punk's Cult of Personality. Number 6, we have Edge's Metangelis. I think that's what you said. Number 5, we have John Cena's The Time Is Now. Number 4, we have The Rock Electrifying. Number 3, we have Triple H's The Game. Number 2, we have The Undertaker Rest in Peace. And then number 1 is Stone Cold Steve Austin's I Won't Do What You Tell Me. What are your thoughts with the top 10 iconic entrance themes for the WWE?
I'm not mad at most of them, but to not have Chris Jericho's entry music on there is kind of criminal. That's just me. I think he had one of the more iconic, the Y2J, break the wall down. That's got to be on the list. I'm sorry. It's got to be on the list. But yeah, of course, Stone Cold's number 1 because you hear that glass break. You know it was down to business. I think DX should be on there.
DX should definitely be on there.
DX theme music should be on there. I'm sorry. If we're gonna go old school, where's Ric Flair? You gotta put Rick on there. You hear that dun, dun. That's that's classic Rick right there. As far as Triple H, now look, the Motorhead song, I get it. People love the Motorhead song because of the classic. He spits the water in the air and all that good stuff. I get all that. But I will be honest with you. His best music was when he had Rage Against the Machine. The first time when he went solo. That beat, that was the best Triple H theme song to me. But I get the Motorhead. I get it. But I ain't got no problem with, most of it. The Rock, of course, you hear that beat. I mean, The Undertaker, without saying, like, that's classic right there. You hear that, you in trouble. So,
yeah.
I have some eventual, tracks that, like that Trick Williams, that whooped that trick.
You think that should be in the top 10?
You know what I'm saying? Like 10 years, 20 years from now, if he's still around, that might be up there one day. It might be.
Man.
Even Jey Uso's song with the eat and stuff. Even and by the way, this is content creator named JD, man. He had a full crash out on Jey Uso in his entrance in the Royal Rumble. Woo, he had a crash out. But Brock Lesnar's is you put him in the honorable mention. Sting, gotta say Sting. NWO,
man. NWO.
Even though it's F. Hulk Hogan, heel Hogan's music. I mean, I'm just saying.
I feel it. I thought it was interesting. You know what I mean?
But I saw that list earlier. But yeah, I agree with most of them on there.
Most of them. For sure. We'll keep it pushing. The college football playoff will not have a game on New Year's Eve this season to avoid playing at the same time as Thursday night football. The CFP quarterfinals will be held December 30th at the Fiesta Bowl, and the triple header will be played 2 days later on January 1st. Cotton Bowl, Classic, Peach Bowl, and the Rose Bowl. Do you agree or disagree with what they did?
Man, I get it. You don't want to compete with the NFL.
Don't they just have all 4 games on New Year's Day? Because wouldn't that give an advantage for the 2 teams that played, a little bit early because they'll get an extra day off?
Yeah, it is what it is, player.
I don't know. All right, next up, Draymond Green made some more comments that I want you to hear, and we'll get our thoughts on that.
Punch him in his face.
Nobody gives it to see G League players at NBA All-Star Weekend. We first allowed G League players to be in a dunk contest. In trying to save the dunk contest, G League players all of a sudden become like players that play on All-Star Weekend. You have this G League team in this round robin form of the rookie-sophomore game, and you got sophomores like a Ron Holland, rookies like a Will Richard don't get in because you have to get 8 G League players. Like that does not make any sense to me. I'm sorry, but these guys work their ass off to get to the NBA. They're rookies and sophomores. There's rookies and sophomores that have played in the rookie-sophomore games dating back many years. And I'm going to lose my spot because y'all got to get a certain amount of G League guys in? I think that's insane. I like Mac McClung. Mac McClung came to training camp with us one year. Great kid. He should have never been in the NBA dunk contest if you're not on an NBA roster. That doesn't work. All of these things and gimmicks to try to save the All-Star game. But what's going on right now just isn't the answer. Either figure it out or let it go. It's getting more and more disgusting by the year.
All right. Draymond Green made some comments about the All-Star game involving G League players. Obviously Mac McClung, he won the dunk contest 2 years in a row. He said he shouldn't be involved. What's your thoughts with this before I go on my little rant?
You need to blame your constituents. They had to reach down to the G League because your boys didn't want to participate. Y'all barely want to participate in the All-Star game. What y'all want them to do? They got to put somebody on the damn court. So, hey, Matt McClung, you want to play? You doing all these exciting dunks? Shit, we going to put on All-Star weekend. Because I know you hungry. You want it. So you sit up and blaming the league. Blame your contemporary, sir. It is what it is. Ain't you on the trading block? Hope you get traded to the Brooklyn Nets. We never hear from you ever again. Maybe we trade him to the G League.
I'm just
tired of Draymond. It's gonna get worse because when he retires, now he's gonna be full-fledged. What's your name? We gotta hear him crying and whining every 2 seconds.
I'm being honest with you, dog. I'm tired. I'm starting to really get burnt out on hearing athletes talk about certain shit. I really am, because they say some of the dumbest things I've ever heard. And this is another another installation of Draymond Green saying something that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, number one, you're disrespecting the G League players. Number one, you know what I mean? Like they have nothing to do with this. And number two, like, let's call it a spade. Mac McClung saved Saturday night the last 2 years because the likes of you guys who are in the league don't want to appreciate the All-Star game. You have the likes of VJ Eshcom, a rookie who literally said no to the dunk contest. So now we got resort to Jackson Hayes and Jalen Duren, and now you got Anthony Edwards saying like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna play in the All-Star game now." This is on y'all. This is on y'all. This is the whole reason why All-Star Weekend is terrible is because of you, sir. As Chris said, it's because of your constituents. It's because the cats are already in the league who feel like the All-Star game is beneath them. But when we had the likes of Michael Jordan, Reggie Miller, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Magic Johnson, John Stockton, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Wilt Chamberlain, all these greats who established the league the way it is for you to have the opportunities that you have, and yet you guys always shit on the product. You guys will be the first ones crying when Charles and Shaq and Kenny all tell you the truth about yourselves. Y'all sit there and cry saying, "Oh, y'all too hard on this." But then y'all go and revert it and do it to the G League players. So, like, y'all just really contradict yourselves every single chance y'all get. Draymond Green, you do this to yourself every chance you get. You think just because you play ball, you think you're right all the time. Brother, you're wrong. I understand your frustrations with the fact that Will Richard and some of these other guys don't get the opportunity because they got to put G League players in. You know why they got to put G League players in? Because you guys don't play hard. These G Leaguers will, because they're hungrier than you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, I appreciate the cats like Wembanyama who are like, "Yo, I'm gonna try to get cats to play hard because I want to go out there and compete." Like you have cats out like that. That's the difference, man. You have these cats that want to compete, and yet you guys don't. Like, where's the sense of pride? Like, just for competitive reasons. Like, I don't want to lose. I never want to lose. I don't care if this is an exhibition game. I don't care if it's a real game. I want to win at all times. No one's saying for y'all to play like it's a game 7 of an NBA Finals. We're asking you to play like you play at a rec league during the summertime. That's all we're asking you to do. And you guys can't do that. But now you got to disrespect the G League players who are actually trying to save whatever's left of the All-Star game. God forbid Matt McClellan had one of the better dunk contests in forever. Bro, this year's going to be terrible. The G League player was better. He don't have to do it no more. You know why? Because we got VJ Escom that don't want to do it. We have Anthony Edwards that don't want to do it. John Morant never wanted to do it. Zion Williamson never wanted to do it. Like, what are we talking about, man? Golly, man, I just want Draymond Green to shut up for one instance and really think about what you're talking about, brother. Please do. I really want you to. And I really want him to hear this, bro. I want him to respond because I really want to go back and forth with this cat because you make no sense, brother. You don't. You annoy the hell out of me, bro. I really try to like you because I know deep down on the outside, I know you're a really good dude. I've seen it before. I've seen it in my two eyes that you are a really nice dude off that court. You really take the time to talk to fans, take pictures and all that. I've seen the instance from you to other certain players that I will not name who were rude as shit to certain fans. You took your time and you did. I know that's what frustrates me the most about Draymond Green because I know he's a good brother. I know he's a good dude. But you say some things that just really blow my mind sometimes. I'm like, brother, you just don't think, brother. And your actions on the court just get annoying, bro. It's just like, all right, bro, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll keep pushing. I don't want to keep going, but shout out to Draymond. We'll keep pushing. We'll end this pretty quick. I lost my spot. Oh, my man. Oh,
Draymond. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe no. Nigerian American NFL veteran Akbar Gabaji Bamila, I apologize if I butchered your name. I probably did. Says he wants to pitch to Roger Goodell about playing an NFL game in Africa. What are your thoughts? Would that be for them to play a game in Africa? Would you like to see that?
Sure, why not? They play everywhere else. Take it back to the motherland, baby.
I think it would be fire. I think it'd be more entertaining than seeing London again. Like, no offense to London, but I think it'd be cool. It's in a different environment. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of African players that play in the NFL.
A lot. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot.
Or at least have African roots. Their parents is from Africa, or
Absolutely.
whatever. So, yeah.
I say make it happen. Look, I say make it happen. Obviously, I think they added more international games for next year, so why not add it to the rotation? Next up, Jimmy Levine says top artists like Drake and Kendrick Lamar are the few who truly profit from streaming. He argues that the streaming model is broken and predicts streaming services will become obsolete in the coming years. Do you agree or disagree with that sentiment?
I don't see that happening no time soon. Those major labels is in there. Apple's a label right now. Spotify, all that.
Mm-hmm.
They make the system. They make the algorithm. And until y'all eliminate the nerds from making the algorithm, it's gonna stay the same, player.
Yeah, it is.
Streaming has been bad for years. This ain't new.
No, it's not. Especially for the artists, it's been for us. It's great. You know what I mean? It's great.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? We get to rent the songs that we want to listen to for a small fee. So,
when I was doing my music thing, hell, I used to get every month a deposit for 0.00001 cent.
Mark, that's fucked up, dog. Why'd you say that? Mark, come on, man.
What'd he say?
Come on, dog. This man said they get the runner-up gear, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Mark, man, come on, dog. All right, man. We'll keep pushing.
History Month, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Uplift, brother. All right, man. We'll keep it going. We're almost done. Florida State, man, reported that they had $437 million in athletics related debt for the 2025 fiscal year. 71% of the university's debt came from athletics. What's your thoughts, man? Do you think this is going to become more of a major problem with NIL deals and stuff like that in college football?
You said they're in debt?
Yeah, they had most of their debt, $437 million came from the athletic department.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's getting bad out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised at Florida State. You know, I would imagine that they would have enough alums and boosters to, you know, fix that debt. But, you know, we'll see. I don't think no big time schools like that it's not going to be a trend with those teams. With like the smaller teams, yeah, I can see that being a problem.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. Like
a you know, respectfully, not like a Syracuse or something like that. Would I be surprised if Syracuse or Virginia or somebody like that like says, "Oh, we're in debt"? Then I can see something like that.
I just think this screams out they just need to have a salary cap. It just screams out they just need to have a salary cap. That's what they need to do. All right, next up, man. This is gonna put a smile to your face. Take-Two CEO says he is very confident that Grand Theft Auto 6 will release on November 19th. They also stated that marketing for the video game will start taking place this summer. Quote, because anytime you're getting closer to marketing beats, you're obviously in place where your confidence level is as high as it can be. This is VIAIGN. What's your thoughts, man? Seems like we will be getting Grand Theft Auto this year.
We'll see.
Oh my God.
Believe it when I see it, sir.
Cris is always half glass empty, dog. This is crazy. All right, next up, NFLPA interim executive director David White told reporters today that the union has no appetite for an 18th regular season game. What are your thoughts, man? Do you think they will eventually do it? Do you think it won't happen? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I better stand on business.
When is the CBA in? This year? End of this year? Next year?
I don't know. But they better stand on business, because guess what? Roger Goodell and them gonna look, and the owners gonna look at you like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. See
y'all January 15th.
Yeah, Super Bowl gonna be taking place in fucking March at this rate. Next up, man, a Utah lawmaker is pushing a bill that could allow concealed firearms permit holders to bring guns to Utah Jazz games at the Delta Center. What's your thoughts, man, on that?
Okay, but I mean, I just
think that's a terrible idea. That's a terrible idea.
Hopefully, nobody gets shot.
Yeah, I don't get that. That's terrible. That's a bad shot. All right, man. Last but not least, Keke Palmer revealed that she doesn't want to live in the same house as her partner, even after they get married. Quote, "One thing I need you to know is I never want to live together. I like my alone time. That's real. I'm speaking as the Keke. I just feel like Whoopi Goldberg said it best once. She was like, I don't want nobody in my house. And I feel that. I'm serious. Married even. Around the corner would be great. You can be in the guest house. We can be on the same land. But I'm over there and he's over there. At best, separate rooms. But think about how fun it would be to be like, I'm going over to my man's house. Over there, hi, husband. She said, it keeps it fun, exciting, and I want to go sit on his couch. What are your thoughts with this, man? With Keke Palmer saying that
quoting Whoopi Goldberg for relationship things is just wild to me. Like, that's crazy. Like, shout out to Whoopi Goldberg, but two, man, Keke, just say you want to have an open relationship. Like, what are we doing here? What's the point of getting married?
Yeah.
You want to do all that? You might as well just, hey, we could be together, but we ain't got to be together. I just think sometimes these celebrities, man, and they ain't just celebrities. It's regular people too. But I'm just saying, some of these celebrities, they just say some shit that just like, huh?
It's some new age. It's them new age females, dog. I'm just telling you, dog.
Why are you doing all that?
I don't know, man.
That's like too much. You want your husband on the property, but you don't want to sleep with him. You don't want to be around him. Why don't you just be single and just have you some friends?
Or just have a boyfriend forever. You know what I mean? Like,
Whatever. Do the Oprah thing instead, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Like, I just, Kiki.
Shout out to Kiki though. Shout out to Kiki though. Yo,
Beautiful woman.
Kiki, if you ever need just like a homie, call me.
Beautiful woman.
Hit my DMs up.
Very talented.
I wouldn't mind. Give me some acting lessons. You know what I'm saying?
A beautiful woman, very talented. She can sing her ass off too.
True that. Shout out to Kiki though. Shout out to Kiki. Whatever she, hey, it's up to her, man. Whatever she want to do. Shout
If
out to
the
her.
dude, and I'm also in the wheelhouse. Also, if the dude agrees to it, then hey.
What would you say to a girl? Let's say you dated a girl, boom, for a while, and she said that's what she wanted. You know, you loved her to death. Could you continue that? Could you agree with that?
Not no marriage like that. Hell no.
Nah. You need to be around your lady. You need to live under the same roof as your lady.
Yeah, because I know the telltale signs.
You wouldn't want to do the separate. At least, what about separate rooms? Would you do separate rooms, same house, but separate rooms?
Look, I ain't trying to put my grandparents out there. My grandpa and them, my grandpa used to do that shit.
How long did they last for?
They was together until, unfortunately, my grandmother passed away years ago. But you know,
how long were they together? How long were they together before she?
I don't know, 20, 30 years.
Maybe it works. Maybe it works.
I'm
I'm
not gonna put my.
Maybe they learned something. Maybe y'all learned.
I ain't gonna put my grandpa out there like that.
Yo, man.
I'm just saying.
I feel it.
I'm just saying, like, that's what the old folks used to do back in the day. Sleep in separate rooms and shit. I'm good.
Mark said nah. Anybody else in the chat, man? Let us know, man. Would you agree with that? Would you not?
I just think, what's the point?
I look. I understand it. I get it. Like, I guess to each his own, man. Everybody's relationships.
Yeah.
Could I personally accept that? No, I would want to be with my lady. You know what I'm saying? I would want to do that, but I don't know. To each his own, man. I don't know.
I just think that defeats the purpose of you want to be married.
Yeah, no,
because if you're joining a union with a person, that means you enjoy that person, you want to be around that person, you love that person, right? You want to build with that person.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole fact that I want to marry you, but I don't want to be around you, like what?
Yeah,
all right. We ain't gotta do this, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
I can save my money. I ain't gotta give you a ring. I can stay in my house. You stay in your house. And when you want to deal with me, I'm one call away. Meanwhile, I'll be in these streets. All right, man. Let's go ahead and talk about the big game, dog. Super Bowl 60 going down this Sunday. Do we even feel like Super Bowl week to you?
I think once we get closer to the weekend, I think with all this, and I it's always the same every year because I just think the first half of the week the NBA takes it over with all these trades, so it's just like it's so dominantly on the NBA trade deadline. Once we get past the trade deadline, which is like a win for the NBA, because how often can you say the NBA, especially one of the biggest week for the NFL, they always win the first half of the week of Super Bowl weekend. It's just been like that. I feel like for the last like 5-6 years. So I think it all kind of started with the Kevin Durant trade and stuff like that. Then, it's just, it was just like, then you had, I think the year after that, obviously you had the whole situation with Kobe and him passing. So that was around Super Bowl week as well. Then you had like, some other trades, and obviously you had the Luka Doncic thing. Then, it just kind of just takes over the week. And then I think once we get past Thursday, then Friday comes, and I think we feel like Super Bowl. So
I think for me, I ain't trying to brag.
Oh my God!
I just think for me,
no Chiefs. So it's like
I just think for me, because I've been so used to it because we've been there the past 3 years. My anxiety is not like high. So I'm just kind of chilling, dog.
Yeah.
You know where you going for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'm gonna be with Flanagan. I'm gonna be Flanagan. I'm going to the hotel Super Bowl party. So
We're
That's
at,
why I'll be
at work.
Yeah. They have the one at the big ballroom. So, what you got going on?
I'll probably just go to work.
Oh, you going to work?
Yeah.
Swing up there. You know what I'm saying? Swing up there on your break or something.
What's good? I'll be at high limit.
Nah.
Maybe I'll join y'all after the.
Yeah. Hit me up. You know where I'll be at.
Yeah, but you probably.
Oh shit! By the time you get off, shit, it'll probably be what, fourth quarter, maybe.
Maybe.
Like fourth quarter, song. Hit me up.
For sure. But yeah, man, the game's on Sunday. It's been a media week. We had media opening night on Monday. You know what I'm saying? It's been a media row. You know what I'm saying? Radio row, they call it. Hopefully one day me and Maul will be there. Setting up our things. Shout out to my baby. She's got to have a billboard with her being on this part of this book project. She's going to be on the billboard in the Super Bowl.
Where in San Fran?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where at? Near the stadium?
Mm-hmm. It's like a billboard that flashes all the women that's a part of this book that she's part of.
Oh, that's fine.
Talk about her and what she got going.
That's fine.
So shout out to my baby. You know what I'm saying?
She's doing better than us. We can't even get on the goddamn magazine.
Well, we pay for it, but
Gotta figure that out. And sometime this year, man, we gonna our face is gonna be on something.
Yeah,
something.
We pay for it.
I'm gonna hit up my boo K since we're close now. You know what I'm saying? If we get on her show,
Not thinking about you.
Nah, shit, I know. Man, you never know, man. She thought about me to say she hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
People saying some wild shit to K on Twitter.
Nah, they do. Like all the Raider Nation hates her guts, dog. Because like real talk with Kay Adams, she always disrespects the Raiders. Like she always just say some slick shit about like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like she don't want no one to go to Raiders. She don't want no one to come to Raiders, and she always wants to trade our best players out from Vegas. So no one on the Raider Nation likes her. But look, Kay. That ain't me. Like I love you, girl. I love you. So shout out to you.
But for me, man, like I said, this game's gonna come down to the trenches, dog. Can this New England offensive line contain this Seattle defensive line? Can they get success with this running game? Can Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson, can they get some success to open things up for the play action pass for Drake May? To where, you know, now you can open up that playbook a little bit more. You can open things up in the middle of the field for Stephon Diggs. Maybe you could take a couple shots down the field to Mac Hollins and Kyle Williams and Woodle. Hopefully, you know that will be a lot. That will tell a lot in this game. It's going to come down to the trenches, and even on the other side too. You know, can Sam Darnold not mess it up? Because this is a big spot for him. You know what I'm saying? He's passed a few tests, 49ers, the Rams, but this is the biggest test right here. And will he turn to a pumpkin in the Super Bowl? You know, I talked about this the other day that, you know, he got to witness it from the sideline when he was with San Francisco. But now he's in the big game himself. And so the pressure is going to be thick. There's going to be big key matchups between Christian Gonzalez versus Jackson Smith and Jigba. That's going to probably be the top matchup right there, because if Jackson Smith and Jigba can get off, that's going to open things up too. Kenneth Walker is going to be a big thing too. Can Kenneth Walker continue his run that he had in the playoffs? And I feel like whatever team can get turnovers is the team that's going to win this game. So I got this. Look, I think this game is going to be close going into halftime. I really do. I think it's going to be kind of back and forth. But then I think in the second half, I think the adjustments are going to get made. And I think that Seattle's going to make enough adjustments to where Sam Darnold and Kenneth Walker are going to make enough plays in the fourth quarter to where they pull away and win this game. I got Seattle winning 31-20.
I'm not mad at that. I think anytime somebody asks me about this game, I gotta think hard about it. You know what I mean? I think obviously one of the big keys is obviously you need Harold Landry to be a part of that defense. You know, he's one of their key pass rushers. Obviously Robert Spillane starting, middle linebacker. They definitely need him. I assume they would play us the Super Bowl. They're going to give it all their all to go out there and play. I think people sleep on this New England Patriots offense. I think people tend to forget that they played the top 3 defenses in this league, you could probably say, against the Chargers, the Broncos, and obviously the Texans. The Texans was in bad weather. Broncos were in some pretty bad weather as well. I get it. The offensive side hasn't really played well. And I get it that, a lot of people like to say that their schedule is pretty easy. I understand you go up against the Texas offense who didn't have a Nico Collins or a star running back, even though I did like Brittany Marks, and obviously the way CJ Stroud played, he played worse than JJ McCarthy. Like he was bad. Then obviously, Justin Herbert, and all the injuries that offensive side had. And then obviously Bo Nix going down the week before the AFC Championship game, and they didn't have him. So I understand the whole conversation, and obviously what we've been seeing with the Seattle Seahawks and how dominant they've been for probably the last 2 months. I get it, but we still got to remember, man, this is the first opportunity for both teams. I think this is going to be the toughest defense that Seattle has faced all playoffs, because I think they have guys, especially on that back end, who are really, really good. I think those guys can match up one-on-one. I'm not saying they're going to win the matchups all the time, but I think they have the capabilities to match up. I think Christian Gonzalez can run with a Jackson Smith and Jigba and stay with them. I think they have avenues where they can do different kind of disguises and schemes on that defensive side that I don't think the Seahawks have seen for the most part of the year. Like we all talk about it. The Rams back end was terrible, especially like the second part of this year. See, the San Francisco 49ers, they pretty much could have ran me and you out there with all the injuries that they had. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's going to be tough, man. And obviously, both quarterbacks are dealing with injuries. Drake May said he's feeling pretty good. Obviously, Sam Darnold says he's feeling pretty good with his oblique injury. I think Kenneth Walker is going to be a very big key. I think he's been one of the big keys of this playoffs, especially on the offensive side, because it has opened up a lot of things for Sam Darnold. It has taken that pressure away from the rushes that he's been able to get. So if they can continue that, obviously it's really good. Now, me personally, I love the under in this game. I think this is going to be a really hard defensive battle from both sides, because I think both of these defenses are really ultra talented. And if it goes that way, I'm going to take the Patriots, man. I think for some reason, the Patriots are going to find a way to win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a nice Trevion Henderson game. I wouldn't be surprised Cardi B gives Stephon Diggs some butt before the game and he goes kind of off. I would not be surprised about that. I'm not saying he'll go crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised if he made some key catches. I'm going to go with the Patriots, man. I'm going to go with the Patriots. I'm going to go 21-17. I think the Patriots get a last minute touchdown. And my Super Bowl MVP, I'm gonna go with Trevion Henderson. I think Trevion Henderson has a big game that kind of blows it open. So I'm gonna go with Trevion Henderson as my Super Bowl MVP.
I'm going Jackson Smith and Jigba.
I'm not mad. If the Seahawks win, I would pick Kenneth Walker, because I think Kenneth Walker would be the key that the reason why they win that game.
I'm not mad at that.
Yo, what's wrong, Mark? What's wrong with me and you being on the same page, brother? Be on the right side of history.
You always agree with Ma. What are you talking about?
Be on the right side of history, man. Come on, dog. Be on the right side of history.
I see you in the comment section. I agree
with you,
man. Ma. I agree with you, Ma. I agree with you.
You've been rocking with me all year, bro. Don't leave me hanging like that. Come on, man.
Well, all right, man. You got anything else?
Do I have anything else? I'm gonna say no. I don't think I have anything else. I don't think so. Ain't nothing else going on.
Shout out to that new Michael Jackson trailer, man. I'm excited. April 24th, we in the building.
Yeah, no, the Michael Jackson trailer looked really good. Ain't not really. Yeah, no. I'm trying to think. I don't have anything. I don't have anything else.
I saw a trailer for some game where you fight Nazis. You see that trailer?
Find what?
You fight Nazis.
Nazis?
Like all you
What
see
is
is
it
a
like?
dude. It's a fighting game. It's a dude. He got like he's stabbing some Nazi up. He stabs him up and stabs him right here, and then like it pans out, and you see a bunch of bodies just laying around him.
No, I've not seen that. Honestly, the only game I'm looking forward to this month is Resident Evil. They did add Undisputed onto their free games, you know what I mean, for the month. So you can get Undisputed for free for the month, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I already got it, so
I'm just saying for anybody that don't got it, you know what I mean, you could get Undisputed for free. But honestly, man, the only game I'm looking forward to currently right now is Resident Evil 9, man. I'm super excited about that game. Super excited. Yeah. You don't like the Resident Evil series?
Back in the day, yeah.
I say give it. I don't know if you like horror games like that though. Do you like horror games like that?
I do.
I say get it. Have you seen the trailer for the game? Like the
It looks
gameplay
good.
and all that?
Looks good.
I would do it. I would do that.
I be watching some of these people. They be playing them games on the PC and shit. The most scary ass games.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I saw one where, which one was it? He was like hunting deer or something like that, and then all of a sudden he started hearing screams, and he looks around, and it's like this all black figure that was like eating the person like a zombie or something like that, and then he tried to shoot him. Next thing you know, homie comes out of nowhere and steals on this motherfucker.
I saw two. I saw one where like you're in your apartment and you got binoculars and
you see the something like crying, and the homie starts running like he fucking like you
stabbing somebody and he points at you.
Yeah,
lights coming and you gotta hide.
Yeah, I seen that one. I've seen that. Well, have you seen that movie? It's like a short film. It's like that. It's like it's kind of creepy. Like it's this old lady. It's like a lady though. So like this like little kid, he's on like on the roof or something. Like no, he's in his apartment building and he's looking through his binoculars. Same kind of concept. And he's like he looks into the apartment building, and then next thing you know, he sees the lady like strangling somebody, and then she looks up, points at him, and the next thing you know, she comes running to his bed. That shit was kind of creepy. That shit was creepy.
And then there was another one. It's not funny, but it was kind of funny. You're like at this store, and this little kid walks in, and he's like, "Hey man, can you walk me home?" The dude, the creepy dude, came up to me and tried to talk to me. And it's like, yeah, this is say the kid name is Walter. And he's like, yeah, sure, Walter, we'll take you home. And so you're walking down the street, right? And you're just walking. And then next thing you know, you just see somebody coming and snatch Walter up and take him to the but it's so fast, like you just walking, he walking in front of you, and then next thing you know, you just see somebody go doom.
He's out like a motherfucker. Oh, that's just crazy.
It was like, what, Walter? No.
Nah, some of them scary games, man, they be off the wall, man.
There's one white dude on TikTok. He just be playing a bunch of horror games, and he'll like.
I think I've seen it before. Like he always wear like a.
He got a hoodie
cap or something, or a hoodie or some shit like that.
He got a hoodie, and every 2 seconds,
Nah, yeah, I be seeing him. I be seeing like this like black dude.
Mm-hmm.
He be playing some scary games as well.
Then it was like the one where you're like at this like kind of store. You got to determine if it's a skinwalker or not.
Oh yeah, I seen that one. I seen like he's like a restaurant or like he like has a food truck or something like that. Yeah.
If you feel like you got to hit the button, to drop it down.
Yeah, I seen that one. I see. What was the last horror game you played?
Me? Oh no, man! Because a lot of these games out there, they always got to put some horror in it. They always put some scary shit in it. Like real scary. I don't know. I haven't played like a real scary game since probably like them games that we having on PlayStation, like Heavy Rain and Until Dawn.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played a game like that. Last of Us.
Was Last of Us scary? It had its it was scary. It had its moments. I think it was more suspense.
I'm scared when them damn bloaters came up. Especially that one part where you fall in the elevator when Joel falls down that elevator.
Yeah.
And you gotta pull that lever to start everything up, and it opens everything up. So you gotta run.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
That damn bloater comes out.
I think they had a lot of anxiety moments. I remember the first Last of Us. You remember when you're in the town with the old dude and you guys trying to get out, like get to the car and stuff like that, and then you get caught and you're hanging upside down. You got all the fucking, the zombies and bloaters coming at you. You got to shoot upside down. Yeah. That was an anxiety moment. I remember when that first happened. I was anxiety like a motherfucker.
Yeah, there's a few anxiety moments on Last of Us.
Great game. Very great.
I
think they said they're working on 3 right now.
They better.
Silent Hill. I haven't played. I heard F is really good. I played Silent Hill remake. That was amazing. I like how they did that.
Yeah. All right, y'all. If you want to donate to the Cris Style Mal Podcast, you can donate to $Cris Mal Podcast. We will appreciate anything that you donate to us. Whatever streaming platform you use to listen to your podcast, we're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, whatever you use to listen to your podcast. Go ahead and follow us. First time watcher on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button. So when we go live on Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and Wednesday 9-ish p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can jump in the live like Mark does every Mondays and Wednesdays and give your opinions, how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't join the live stream, you could leave a comment in the comment section on the playback. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And whatever social media platform you use, whether it be X, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, wherever you use, we are available on there. Follow us at Cris Style Mal. We will follow you back. Just some regular guys who like to talk sports, music, movies, and all kinds of various other things. Also, if you have critiques or feedback, or if you have a question or topic, and we like said question or topic, we will bring it up. We will shout you out because we want to show love to those who show love to us. So go ahead and hit us up via DM, emails, or our mentions. All right, good people. Until Monday, we'll be back to recap the Super Bowl, any more NBA news, and man, we'll just go full-fledged in NFL offseason stuff too. So until Monday, we are out.
All right, man. Enjoy y'all weekend, man. Enjoy Super Bowl.